Today I have my sister back on the podcast and we talk about Christmas gifts. My sister ruins a surprise phone call to my mom. My mom tries to help me make a joke about her recent stroke, which is fun. That's always fun. Diana shares her absolute disdain for Nelson Mandela. We talk about my wife's lack of restraint buying worthless crap and then forgetting about it. Stupid questions. Then we review an amazing seasonal beer from Breakside Brewery in Portland, Oregon. What Rough Beast, which is a New England IPA, and it's absolutely amazing. And that's all in this week's edition of The Titty Pole Poke. Why, hello there. Warm salutations and greetings from the bottom of the barrel. This is the Tipsy Pollock, a weekly podcast where I, Nate Wazinski, hang out, have a beer, and chit-chat with people in my life. If you have any sort of education or you care about self-respect or how people view you, don't tell anyone that you listen to this podcast. However, if you would like to be a part of the conversation, here's what you gotta do. You gotta like us on social media, all the social media platforms, Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Want advice on how to be a good mom to your stupid kid? Maybe you want to rant about how stupid those shitbirds on The View are? Or something you feel strongly about? Women's rights, gun control, comedy, movies, whatever it is, send us an email at thetipsypollock@gmail.com and we just may read it and attempt to help you out right here on the podcast. Once again, that's thetipsypollock@gmail.com. So one more time, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, send us your questions and opinions to thetipsypollock@gmail.com. And of course, subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Google Play Store, Stitcher, wherever podcasts can be harvested for their organs. So without further ado, you are now listening to The Tipsy Pollock. Okay, yeah. Now that I sat down and we're ready to start the episode,
That's why
would you like me to make you some coffee? I can make you some coffee. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a concerningly long time to make a decision
So
whether
tired.
you want something or not.
Tired.
So I think you would lean towards you want
Okay,
coffee.
yeah.
Okay,
I'd
I'm going to
love
make
some
you some coffee. Hey, everyone, please hold while I make my sister some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so we're back. The French press is steeping, I think is the word, the proper coffee terminology. We are getting ready to start episode 13 of The Tipsy Pollock. We're here again with my sister Diana.
Back by popular demand.
Yeah. And I hope, just as I hoped last time, I can hear like the spit bubbles collect in your nose.
Yeah.
This time when you when you speak instead
I
of the
can do
corners of
that.
your mouth.
Yeah.
No, you're very good at that. Really, I have a lot of people who ask to be on this podcast. They ask constantly. I'm constantly getting bombarded. You being one of them. Just always just down my throat asking, can I be on your podcast? I'll give you lots of listeners. I'll even give you money.
You know what your podcast needs? Is me.
Yeah, that's
Two
exactly.
tipsy Pollocks.
Yeah, that's what we need. Just a ton of people begging me to be on here. So the reason why I brought you on in the first place is, you wouldn't stop and you're in my family. So I figured that would shut you up. But after you listened to the first episode, it just increased. So the reason why I'm having you back, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, is I wrote out some criticisms to make you a better podcaster.
Okay.
For last
Perfect.
for last episode.
Okay.
Okay.
All before the coffee is done?
Do you want to wait for the coffee?
Oh, God. I don't know. Maybe I want to wait for the beer. I don't know.
No, this is going to make you a better human being, a better person, a better individual, better wife, a better mother, a way better sister. I mean, that's a pretty easy jump.
I feel I feel like you're just telling me I'm like really
No,
like in the shitter. Like
No.
I'm like a
no. You
Yeah.
did great.
Okay.
You did absolutely wonderful.
Mhm.
I just re-listened to it and I jotted a couple things down, a couple light notes.
a list of criticisms.
Okay, so that description might have been aggressive.
Okay.
It's not. They're not criticisms. They're suggestions. Maybe some strong arm suggestions. I
Okay.
would say,
Okay.
but not criticism. But just small things that I noticed.
Okay.
Okay, you got to be funny.
Do I have to be funny?
Yeah, this episode you should be funny. You should switch it up completely and be funny. Again,
But if it's not
a light,
in me, how do I mean?
a light criticism.
Okay.
Okay, and that's really all I wrote down.
That's a big one.
Anyway, welcome back to
Thank you.
the.
Glad to
Oh.
be back.
No, I'm glad you're here. We had a good time on the last episode. I'm gonna get you some coffee. Okay, so she's got her coffee, everyone. She's got her coffee.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. We made jalapeno peppers. Oh, that sounds gross.
Peppers.
Peppers, jalapeno
A
peppers.
jalapeno pepper sounds terrible.
Hashtag jalapeno pepper.
Jalapeno pap.
The jalapeno pap.
Yeah, no. I don't like it.
You don't like things caliente?
It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Painful.
It's getting closer to Christmas.
It sure is.
You got all your shopping done?
Absolutely not. I bought one present.
You bought one present?
No, two.
That sound. There's no baby here.
Oh.
That gurgling.
Oh.
Anyway, so you got one present. Is it a good one?
Yeah, pretty excited.
Yeah, it's a good gift.
It is a good gift.
It's
And
only one gift, but it's a good gift.
It is. It is a good
It's a
gift.
thoughtful gift.
I'm excited to give it.
Okay.
We drew names on my husband's side of the family.
What is the worst gift you've ever gotten for Christmas? Last Christmas, when you did the baby reveal, like you were gonna give birth.
That was.
Mom's reaction
that whole
was like
thing
she
was
just
pretty
stood there
bad,
and
yeah.
stared. So here's for all our listeners. Here's what happened.
Do
My
we even
sister,
want to?
my sister and her husband bought matching shirts. That what did they say?
No.
What did they
matching.
say?
It wasn't matching.
Oh, what did they say?
I just had a.
Just you
I
had
just
a
had
shirt.
a shirt
Okay,
that
my
said
apologies.
"Guess what?" and it had baby feet on it.
Guess what
Which
had
could
baby
mean
feet?
several things.
Yeah. Oh my God, your feet are shrinking. So you show up to the family Christmas with the shirt with guess what, and then little baby feet on it, and then you wore that underneath another shirt.
Yeah.
And during the part where we were opening presents, she unbuttoned that shirt and and was showing the family the shirt underneath, fully expecting us to be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited!" But the funny part is, number one, I was the only one out of probably 12 people who noticed. And when she revealed that she was pregnant, my mom and dad didn't even notice. And when they did notice, my mom just stared at her and then asked, "Are you serious?"
And then Dad just stared at me.
Like my parents, we're painting this picture like my parents, we thought they had a stroke like simultaneously at the same time during Christmas because there was no reaction. And I filmed it.
Nate was the only one that was excited out
Of
of
the whole family.
family.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a fun Christmas.
Super excited to do it again in, 2 weeks?
Oh, man. I'm going to give her a call.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing.
Hey,
Yes.
real quick. Can I talk to Mom real quick?
Okay, just a sec.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I like how he's talking,
Yeah.
but not
And where
into
she
the...
went, either that or she's suddenly gone deaf.
Oh, yeah.
Just a sec.
Their house is like 300 square feet. Where could she have gone?
Look under the stairs.
Answer the phone.
The crawl space, possibly?
Hello.
Hey!
Hi.
What are you doing?
Vacuuming.
Oh, yeah? Dad said he couldn't hear. Dad said you weren't around. He couldn't find you in your house.
He couldn't find me. I was in the bedroom vacuuming.
Oh, really?
I hear a baby. It sounds like Carson.
Hey, so I called you because I was trying to remember what you were saying. You had some suggestions for the podcast.
Oh, now you want to listen to my suggestions.
I mean, throw them out there anyway.
Well, I think that all the funny things your family does and says would be so hilarious on the podcast.
Like what?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, just like you telling Diana that it was exhausting talking to me trying to explain the hot pot or quick pot or whatever it was.
Did you listen to the last episode?
No, you said it hasn't been posted yet.
Oh, no, Mom, it's been like a week since I've talked to you. It's posted.
Okay, I'll listen to it then.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
And then, oh my gosh, there's been a dozen of them. You and I have had laughs that's so funny. I can't think of a whole bunch of them, but give me a...
So many
a day
laughs
or
that you
so.
can't think of one?
Well, I just told you one.
Okay, so trying to explain what a crock pot is to you?
Yeah, that one. And
Instapot.
Yeah, Instapot.
Okay.
What'd I say? Quick pot or something?
I don't know, Mom.
Okay, Instapot. And, oh my gosh, there have been hundreds of them.
Yeah. Well, pitch me the idea of the Mom's Corner that you were...
Oh, yeah, the mom corner.
Okay.
Just little things like that. Okay, time for the mom corner. The other day I was talking to my mom. Have you ever tried to explain a hot pot to her or whatever it is?
A hot pot?
Quick pot or whatever.
Quick pot?
Yeah, have you ever tried to explain that to your parents, you know?
Are you thinking of Instapot?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you know what an Instapot is now? I mean, since that
I
conversation.
knew what it was. I just couldn't hear you
Oh,
because of the traffic, so I had no idea what you were talking about.
right. So you do know what
The
it is.
traffic. Yeah, I know what an Instapot is. They're all over the place at Christmas.
Yeah, I'm gonna quiz you. What's an Instapot?
An Instapot is cooks food really, really fast, even frozen.
Yeah. Okay, it's good.
And they come in 3 different sizes.
Oh, do they? I didn't even know that.
Yes, they do. There's a small one for like just 1 or 2 people, and then there's a medium, and then another one.
Oh yeah.
But I'm sure that Diana can give you some instances of funny things that we've all said throughout even just the last week. I mean, just hysterically funny.
Right.
Oh, okay, here's another one, Nate.
Okay.
When I had
I'm
my
all ears.
stroke, and my hand was shaking, we were trying to figure out jobs that I could have part-time, you know.
Yeah. Do you think that would translate well on the podcast if I started making fun of stroke victims? I mean, it could be. I'll make fun of stroke victims.
Don't say stroke. Just say my
Rape.
mom's hand
Should
started
instead of
shaking
stroke,
uncontrollably.
instead of stroke, should we just start like translate
My-
to something not as life-threatening, like maybe like rape victims? Make fun of rape victims?
No.
No? Why not?
Nate.
What? What? You don't think?
Because it's kind of like the word black people, they can say it, and
Yeah.
it's okay,
Uh-huh.
but white people can't. Okay, I had a stroke, so I can say it.
Oh, right. So, but what if I'm friends with a stroke victim?
You're relating your mom's experience.
Okay,
These are
so
your mom's words, not yours.
okay, so can I make fun of rape victims if I've raped someone?
If the rapee lets you, sure, why not?
So I have to contact the rape victim and ask for
And
permission
if
to make
they
a joke?
about it. No, if they joke about it, it's their words.
Oh, okay. So, but I can copy their words. So, like, if they make it, so if they make a joke about being raped, I can copy their words.
Well, sure, why not?
And
They're
use it on
making
the
a joke about
podcast.
it, they're the victim.
That's very true, Mom. That's very true. I think I'm gonna use that as kind of a motto. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe you won't use that, but just say my hand started shaking uncontrollably.
Your hand? Is that the end
Yes.
of the joke? My mom's hand shakes uncontrollably?
No, so we were trying to think of part-time jobs she could get.
Okay. So like sign language interpreter, traffic controller,
Yep.
things like that, like funny little things.
Well, and then my daughter, Rochelle, she suggested I go to work at a sperm bank.
Oh, geez. I think you'd be a record setter there.
Go to Dairy Queen and be a milkshake maker.
Shaky hand Linda, you got to go see her.
Well, and then I was in the hospital, and I told you that the guy had his hand on my breast all the time, and I was looking at Diana and Dad. I felt like I was having a three-way with my daughter watching.
You know how many years that's going to take for me to erase that picture from my head, Mom? Do you realize what you just did to me? Hold on, let me write this one down for my counselor. I need to crystallize my feelings in this moment. Any other thoughts?
Oh, my gosh. I know that you and Diana together can come up with all the things that Mom has said or done that is so dumb or sounds so dumb.
Well, we have. So me and Diana were talking yesterday, and she was insisting that she was way funnier than me. And I was like, there's
She was what?
more funny than me?
Funnier than you?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
no way. Who's funnier, me or Diana?
You're both funny in your own way.
Well, okay. That's very diplomatic, but that's not the truth. We both know that. Who's funnier, me or Diana?
You both are.
Yeah, we're both funny in our own way, but who's more funny? I have a podcast. I make you laugh.
I take the fifth. You're both funny in your own ways.
Mom, give me something that I can tell Diana. I want to be able to tell. I want to tell Diana that you said that I'm funnier.
You know, it doesn't matter, Nate, because you're going to tell her that anyway.
You're right. So but we both know. You and I both know the real
So
truth.
whose baby is there?
There's no baby here. That's the TV.
And what show are you watching?
I was watching Dr. Phil.
And what's it about? Why does he have a baby on there?
Well, I don't know. It was about some lady. I didn't know if there was. I didn't see a baby on there. It must have been a commercial or something. But it was about a lady cheating on her husband over and over and over and over again.
Hi, sis.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. So which is it?
She's
Me or
not as,
Nate?
yeah.
I knew that was Carson. I knew it because he was saying, hi, Grandma.
Everything that Diana does screws up something that I'm trying to do. Like has a kid and then brings him to my house and then interrupts during a phone call to Mom.
That's actually why I had a kid, is to mess up
It's all part
what
of her
you
plan.
have going on.
You're actually on the Tipsy Pollock right now, Mom.
I am?
Mom's Corner.
Yep. We wanted to record you so we could show our listeners how stupid you really are.
Oh, hello, listener.
No, I'm just kidding.
And you gave yourself quite a
No,
laugh.
so we had Diana on the podcast last week, and I couldn't find anybody. The guest that I had to come on this week fell through, and I couldn't find anybody else. After hours of calling and calling and calling people that I knew.
Anybody else.
Just anyone. Literally, I even asked the dude in the drive-thru at Jack in the Box who was working there
Jerry?
if he would come on. And
No, Nobody?
Nobody. So I had to have her on again. I mean, I went through
I'm
my
used to it.
I went through my phone book back and forth. I even offered to pay people, but anyway, she's back here and she's on again.
Well, you just say she had so much fun and the listeners requested her to be on again.
Okay. Hey sis, we had so much fun last time and the listeners requested you to be on.
Well, you could tell about the time I tried to make cinnamon rolls and they turned out to be like hockey pucks.
Nobody knows about
I
that,
don't remember.
Mom.
I don't remember
It's-
you. I don't remember you making cinnamon rolls ever.
After that, I didn't.
Yeah.
I think that was just a you and Dad thing, Mom.
That's funny.
You just went around and told everybody.
We could go down the whole list. Like, hey, remember the time Mom tried to make eggs and they turned out like hockey pucks? Remember the time Mom tried to make cinnamon rolls and they turned out like hockey pucks? Remember the time Mom made that casserole and it turned out like a giant hockey puck?
Jeez.
Remember those roasts? Hockey puck?
I like Mom's roast
Yeah, it's a roast.
when you put seasoning.
You there, Mom? Are you okay?
I like your roast.
She said.
Oh, my roast, yeah.
She said dessert. Yeah, so anyway, I brought her back on so I could help her out and grow as like a public speaker or whatever. And so I gave her a couple notes that she could approve upon from last episode. And really
I
only
could give her my trophy from Toastmasters.
What are you doing right now?
Me?
Are you
Yeah.
on the drugs again?
Sitting here talking to you?
Yeah, no. But what is the trophy? Why would you give Diana the trophy from Roastmasters? What is
Toastmasters.
Oh, Toastmasters.
Yeah, it's a club of people that they teach you to give speaking things, lectures and all that kind of stuff.
So good you had to stammer through that sentence.
Huh?
Lectures and presentations and what have you and whatnot and so forth
Public
and so on.
speaking. It's public speaking.
Okay. Yeah, I think you giving Diana that trophy would really help her out.
Well, it would.
I know. I'm agreeing with you.
It would lend credibility to all the little tidbits you're feeding her.
Well, yeah, you should. I really only had one major note for her, and it's not even major. It was kind of like a simple little suggestion, really. I just told her she needed to be funny.
She is funny.
I can't give you what I don't have, Nate. That's the problem.
Yeah,
It's not in me.
that's true. Yeah, so we called. We thought we'd give you a call to see how everything was, and if you had any suggestions for the listeners. And you know what, Mom, I'm going to give you the next 30 seconds here on the Tipsy Pollock, and just share with us a bit of your wisdom. Okay, here we go. Go ahead. Are you there, Mom?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. This is Mom's joke right now, just to let you know. We said share your wisdom, and so she thought she'd be quiet, and that's the funny joke.
It's kind of funny.
Do you guys
actually.
get it? Do you guys get it?
Did she stroke out again?
Mom, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to say something so there's not like a minute and a half of just dead air?
No.
Okay.
I just gave you all my wisdom.
Oh well, shit.
Oh,
that
was the. Oh, okay.
that actually makes sense as to why I am where I am in life, where I'm trying to make a podcast happen. All that wisdom was passed on.
I have so much wisdom it would take far more than that time that you allotted me.
Okay, how much time you need?
I don't know.
Finish my sentence. Yesterday, I
Forgot what I did.
real quick word association, Mom. I'm gonna give you a word or phrase, and you just tell me, in one word, what comes to your mind. The very first thing. You can't think. You can't hesitate. None of that. Okay.
All right.
Gay.
Happy.
Okay. That really reveals what area you're coming from. Me as a kid.
Perfect.
Yeah. Diana as a kid.
Perfecter.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a better person than me?
She's
So,
a woman.
I mean, define woman. Technically, she was born with a penis, so
And a
Aren't we
vagina.
all?
no.
What? What was that?
That's no. That's. Did you go to school? That's like second grade.
Aren't
That's
we
before
all?
second grade. I
Aren't-
realized not everybody had a penis. All right, Mom. Well, I just wanted to call and get you on here for a couple minutes and see if I could get you to share some of your ideas, and I'll call you later.
All right.
All right, love you.
Love you,
You
Mom.
guys too.
All right, bye.
Love you guys too. Bye.
Okay, it was lovely hearing from Mom. And she just called back and left this voicemail, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hi, honey. I didn't call Nate because I didn't know if he was on the air or not. But would you please tell him not to use the part? That's where he'll get his letters from. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Do you get a lot of letters?
Yeah, people just pen me letters. That's typically what happens is
God, what do you do with them?
they don't write me letters.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
I just I have a room, an extra room in my house where I put all the letters.
Yeah,
Mostly
special file.
inmates write me.
Why do they have access to a podcast?
Prison.
That's true. It's true.
I don't get it. Like sometimes I watch those prison shows and I'm like, I kind of wish I was in prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get to hang out with your friends all day. I'm sure the food sucks, but you get to like watch TV. You get to work out. And
Don't have to worry about rent or.
Yeah, none of
Yeah.
that. None of that. Like the hardest job is what? Scooping potatoes. Maybe washing a plate.
Making a shiv.
Well, that's not a job in prison.
Well, you don't know.
No,
There might be a guy.
I'm pretty sure that making
like
shivs.
Jerry, 3 cells down, might be, might make the best shivs. And
I'm talking about law-abiding prisoners, rule-abiding prisoners.
oh, yeah, okay,
Oh, what are they all horrible pieces of shit?
yeah.
All prisoners? Nelson Mandela was a prisoner. You calling Nelson Mandela a piece of shit?
I don't know him.
You don't know who Nelson...
Don't know who she is.
I just throw out a bunch of shit from my face, and then people get mad at me on the internet.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and then they make fun of my weight. That's how this works. Well, they don't have to be provoked, really. It's the internet. If I post a picture about anything, I could post a screenshot.
I think you're just there, and then
Yeah, I just show up, and then they're like, "Oh, you got boobs," and then everybody just starts laughing at their jokes, and then that's it. That's all that happens there. So it's close to Christmas. You got one gift down. I don't have any gifts purchased because I'm a man.
how do you do that for your kids? Does Kat usually buy and then just add your name to it, or
No, we talk about what gifts we're gonna purchase for who, and then we go and buy. We usually go and buy them together, like make a date out of it.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Since you're here and you're our first female, what are you doing? You're not paying attention to a word I'm saying.
I'm the first
we're
female.
on a podcast right now.
I'm the first female. Got it.
You're over there taking pictures to a kid you literally spend all day and night with. Like you forget what he looks
Go.
like? Since you're the first female on the podcast, I'd like to take up some issues that I have with your gender.
Oh God. Okay.
And then you can share some with me, with my gender. Males, men, alpha males, handsome men.
The thing is I don't want to group you guys together.
Okay, so I have
You're
no
not- I
problem.
mean-
I have no problem grouping all females together.
No, I know that.
Okay, so here we go.
I'm well aware.
So my wife will buy stuff for seasons ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So in the summertime she'll buy like whatever for Christmas
Sure.
time.
Mhm.
But the problem is Christmas comes and goes, and in the summertime I'll find like a pine tree scented soap in the garage. She will spend all that money for shit we don't use.
Maybe it's forgotten.
Yeah, that's my big thing.
Okay. We'll just organize better. I don't know.
Me? Oh, so this falls back on
What?
me?
No.
I need to organize better? to accommodate my wife's poor planning and spending habits?
Yeah. I mean, well, she works at getting all the decorations and the soaps and candles and stuff. You need to gather them
Please
all.
go on. Please go on, because I can't wait to respond. Writing notes. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
So she goes out and she purchases all this shit.
Yeah, you know what? It kind of does fall on you, the organization of all the seasonal things, because if we women,
Okay.
were to
So
put
you just
them-
grouped everyone together, but go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Hypocrite. Anyway, go ahead.
Totally. But yeah, if we were to put them in like totes and boxes and shit,
Okay.
you guys would freak out that, you know, we didn't pack it a certain way and it doesn't fit together all
No,
correctly. And
no, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. We'd be glad you actually did something.
no, okay, then I guess it's just my husband.
Yeah.
That would freak
Yeah,
out.
because here's the deal. You guys, it's like you get to go out and you get to walk through these beautiful stores that smell like Christmas and happiness and family memories.
I hate doing that.
And you get to purchase things for the house, and you get to like, oh, imagine in creativity, like, oh, these lights would be perfect here, and this wreath would be beautiful here. Oh, we need 6 of these for the countertop, and you buy them all, and you purchase it, and you spend our money, and then you bring them home, and then you're like, okay, now make it happen. And then it's like, and then so we don't get to pick and choose and dream and create. We get to just follow fucking orders. Like you're Hitler and we're the Nazi regime, and we have to just march.
Yeah, no, I can't, you know, I can't really relate to that because I do ask my husband's opinion on, you know, decorations and stuff like that, and he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit.
I know, fair enough. Fair enough. But the point still remains, you're going out and you're purchasing all these things.
Mm-hmm.
You're essentially like a man who's happy and content to sit on the couch and watch a football game and enjoy his family and life and all that CBS has to offer. You are just out of the blue giving him chores that he doesn't like. Hang these on the house. I hung
It's
string
not a
of
surprise,
lights.
though. We know when
Oh,
Christmas is, correct? So, I mean,
I think it's
not
December 25th this year.
but it's not a surprise. So it's not like a surprise chore. You know this chore is coming up every year.
Okay.
You
but,
know what's expected.
But my qualm isn't with the fact that thinking it's a surprise. It's a fact of I don't have a say in my life.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get to sit there. No. I get to watch my wife, perfect, happy, and content to go shopping for all the seasonal stuff. She gets to skip in through the door, hand it all to me to make it happen. And I think that's unfair, and I am starting a movement. So fellas, if you're with me, if you're tired of putting up Christmas decorations or Halloween decorations or yard decor, that your wife comes home spending your guys' hard-earned money and she's giving you stuff to do, we're going to meet somewhere at some point in time, and we're going to march. We're going to march for the cause.
What does marching do exactly? I mean,
It gets, people going.
okay.
You burn calories. There's lots of benefits to marching, I guess. You unify. It shows unity,
Okay.
right? Like, especially if you do it all at once. Left, right, left. You know what I mean?
But
if
then
you
what?
march.
I mean, you're marching, and this is my belief, and that. Okay, cool. Like,
Is that what you're going to do? You're going to stand on the side and say, cool?
well, I'm gonna probably be in my car,
Oh, you are
pissed
gonna-
that the road's blocked
You are going to
because your
rue.
stupid little march that you're.
You are going to rue the day that you said that. When me and 3 million men march.
Wow, you don't even have 3 million listeners.
Wait till this comes out. Wait till this comes out. This might be the one that launches this into popularity.
Sure.
I feel like you're being sarcastic right now.
No.
I feel like you are, though.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Okay, that's so passive aggressive. That's so passive aggressive.
You keep talking.
You saying
I'm gonna block you.
You saying I'm sorry you feel that way is like saying I'm sorry you're a dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate when people say that.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Ugh.
That's why I said that, to be annoying. I guess I can't relate because my husband would be pissed. Like, if I were to pack everything,
Yeah.
okay, like the tote tops would not shut. Like, I would just throw everything in there and then, kind of cram it together. Like, it wouldn't fit together. You couldn't stack totes on top
You
of
wouldn't
one
be able
another.
to stack totes?
No.
Why would you pack it like that?
Because I don't know. I spent all the energy decorating and shopping. Lazy. It just comes down to me being lazy.
We went to the Pittock Mansion the other day.
Yeah? How was it?
Me and Zai. It was good.
Gorgeous, huh?
It was really pretty.
Mhm.
I didn't know until after I left two things. Number one, they charge you to go in.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $12.
Per person?
Yeah, it's like $12, and then
Well, I wonder if it's the season too, because it's supposed to be absolutely gorgeous on the inside with the Christmas decorations and stuff.
oh yeah, but it's free to walk the grounds, so that's what we did.
Mhm.
But it was freezing.
Oh yeah.
It was freezing cold. So Pittock Mansion is a mansion in Portland, and it's just a really famous, really beautiful stone mansion on the upper end of Portland. It was cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very cold.
Well, you went early too, right? So there was still frost. I mean, it didn't have a chance to warm up.
Yeah, but it was windy too.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
And you're higher up.
yeah, but the thing is too, like I kind of got some empathy there because like I understand why all these dudes are turning themselves into girls now because it's too cold to have a pee-pee. So everybody's just getting rid of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't need them anymore. Like, hey, you're in Portland. Leave your penis on the bridge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here's some skinny
Like
jeans.
crazy skinny jeans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know how that would keep me warm, but
Oh,
I
no.
understand because standing at the top of that hill with that wind smacking me in the nipples, it was cold, you know.
Smacking you and yeah.
But being up there, I told Zion he could skip school, but being up there made me really, it made me reflect on how being up there really made me reflect on how I want to have more adventure. I want to have more adventure in my life. I want to have more adventures of that. I wrote a list of places that I want to go in Portland and
Isn't that what your son said too? Is
around
that's
Oregon.
what he wants. He wants adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna plan on more adventures. I think too it helps me out because I'm more of a reflective, I am more of a routine guy. So I
Mhm.
wake up, I do the
Yes.
same shit every day.
Yep.
And it's really hard for me to break out of that routine. But but I'm also a creative guy. So in order for me to express my creativity, I have to bust out of my routine or I won't have anything to pull from. I won't have any
Right.
creative source within
just the
my
same.
yeah, because it's the same
Yeah.
shit over and over, and I'll have to like grasp at something. I'll have to like watch an extra episode of Housewives or or something, you know.
Yeah.
I'll have to like watch something on TV that I'm not used to watching or whatever. I can't watch the same shit. I can't do the same shit every single day and expect to be creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do more of is just break away from the norm, break away from routine, get my creative mind flowing, and get rid of my muffin top a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Get rid of these lovies.
Yeah.
Get rid of the boobies. So I think that's going to be my emphasis here coming up is really health and fitness. You brought some stuff. You brought a chat pack.
Sure did.
My sister brought a chat pack, and it's I think it's a game. It's a game, right? Is it a game?
It's just questions. That's
Oh,
all.
so my sister brought it's this like deck of cards looking thing. She bought it for like $10, $9.95. It says fun questions to spark conversations, and then ideal for dinner parties, white families, car trips, hostess gifts, business meetings, and classroom activities. So like basically people who don't know how to talk to each other and hold a conversation
Yeah.
are doing these. So
I thought you could really use it.
Yeah, she listened to
For
the
this
last
podcast,
podcast and
yeah.
decided that's what we need.
Yep.
So I'm gonna read a couple of these, and we're gonna see where this shit
There's
takes
a
us.
lot of them that are just stupid.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, let's be the judge of that right now. What is one field or profession that you never pursued but think that you would probably okay, well, first of all, you have to be able to read, okay? I'm going to start this over and I'm going to try and read it seamlessly.
'Kay.
What is one field or profession that you've never pursued but that you think you probably would have been quite good at?
I don't know.
Perfect. That's the creative answer we were looking for. I would say for me, it would have to be theoretical bionuclear science.
Oh,
I have
totally.
always
makes
had a
sense.
passion for that. I've
see that.
always had a knit, everybody's, my whole life has told me, Nate, you would be a really, really good theoretical bionuclear scientist.
Mhm.
And
You were like,
DOT was really where I ended up, the Department of Transportation for Washington State.
yeah.
So, I mean, it was either doctor, physicist, or
But your,
WashDOT. So
your heart's in transportation.
my heart is in the transportation
Yeah.
industry. So that's yeah. I thought I'd be really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Really good at making microwaves and stuff. Isn't that what they do? What about you?
Making microwaves. I don't know. I think
Probably something to do with cooking.
Is it because I love food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cookies
I
or
just like
something.
Eating the
L-
food.
Okay, so like a taste tester or like a food
No,
critic
because
or like a
you
like a
can't be
competitive
picky.
eater. I could see I could see you
Watch
being
out,
a competitive.
Kobayashi.
Yeah. He's already been Joey Chestnut knocked him off the seat.
Oh, like travel agent, I think would be fun. You go to the places,
Yeah.
get to know the culture and everything, so you know what to suggest to do.
Mhm.
Like, are you into adventure or just chilling? Okay,
Right.
well, I have,
Sounds like too much work.
Okay.
Okay. Aside from any family, friends, or your pets, what would be the most difficult thing for you to give up in your life?
Sugar,
Okay.
caffeine as well.
Really?
Mhm.
Caffeine?
Caffeine.
Yeah, for me,
it's hard.
For me, I think caffeine would be harder than sugar.
Sugar is way harder for me.
Okay. So if you had to come up with one question for a national opinion poll, what question would you most want to pose to the American public?
I set that question aside for you.
Dude, I don't know. Like one question I'm asking everybody.
Yeah.
Here's the truth. That's my stammering moment because I don't know. I don't care what everybody thinks about anything. I mean, I don't know. What am I supposed to ask them? Like, that's a stupid question. What's one question I'm going to ask everyone? How many of you are illegals? What is one major problem, either in our own nation or throughout the world, that you honestly feel we have pretty well solved within 20 years? Oh, that we will have pretty well solved within the next 20 years. I think the gender thing is going to work itself out. Like everybody,
Yeah,
there's
everybody's going to be
there's
gender X.
there's
That's what it's going to come down
There's
to.
like 80 genders now, you know?
Yeah.
I think something like that, like 76 genders or
Yeah,
some shit
it's
like
not going to be, yeah.
that. I think we're going to figure that out and like
They're just going to be like, you know what? Just put X for everybody. It doesn't matter. But of course, that'll be an issue too. No one will ever be happy with anything.
no, that's true, but I think we're going to have it back down to 2.
No.
Yeah, yeah. In 20 years, yeah. People are going to look back. You don't think?
I don't think so. I think there's going to be like 20 more.
20 more genders?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Why not? You know, maybe I could make a gender. I don't know how they define all the genders.
I don't know either.
Like, does it just start going to hair color at some point? And then, too, like, how much do you want to categorize human beings? Because I think they did that before, and a bunch of them died. They did that with the
Yeah,
Jews,
I
and they did
think.
that with... I don't know how many categories. Like, do you really want to be categorized
You could always-
that much? Here's the thing.
They, them.
I will just bag it all and call them all shit.
Okay.
I'll call all of us shit. Here's the deal. For a generation that calls themselves like liberal, they want to categorize themselves so much, but they spent years trying to shed categorization.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't put a label on me. Don't put a label on me.
But here's my label.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like now everybody has a label.
Yeah.
Like a very strict label. It's like, is it comforting or not comforting to have a label? You
Mhm.
know, I don't
Mhm.
know. I really don't care. Balls or no balls. Make it easy. Okay. Which month of the year do you think would best describe your personality?
That's stupid.
I'm going to go August because it's summery, light, has a long history of issues. In your opinion, what is the most significant event that has occurred in world history during the last 1,000 years? You can define significant however you wish. So in the last 1,000, they're going to limit me?
I'd go ahead and do the whole Hitler deal. Might be significant.
Well, there's people
What?
who've killed more than Hitler. So Mussolini,
Okay.
Mao.
Yeah, all right. Throw them in there.
The day that I started this podcast.
Mm.
No, I don't know. I don't care. Let's see. Let's see if we have any other questions. If you could have the voice of any famous person living or deceased, whose voice would you want to claim as your own?
Voice?
Gilbert
That's a
Godfrey.
oh my God.
Stephen Hawking. No.
Seinfeld.
You can't go like Morgan Freeman because I would sound like an absolute psychopath. Would you want to sound like everybody's listening to us go through these questions and say, I don't know, to all of the answers? Tune in to next week as we sit here for half an hour and say, I have no clue. If, like the newspaper or milk, you could have anything of your choice delivered to your doorstep every morning, what particular item would you want it to be? Hookers? A breakfast?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with probably coffee. What is the most money you've ever found lying on the ground in a public place? Well, like fucking $1,000, okay?
I have found like $80 in my car from when it was broken into.
What's something you've always used to love to do that during the last year or two you feel like you've outgrown or lost interest in doing? Masturbating. I'm done with these. I'm done with these.
Okay.
Done. Did you see my Christmas lights outside? There's 5 strings of lights
Oh. I thought it
in a singular line from one end of my house to almost the other end. My wife, this is another example. She was like, we need to have Christmas lights. I'm like, why? The inside is festive. The inside's festive, and we live at the end of like
Nobody's gonna
the
drive
road
by
ends.
except
Yeah.
people that
It's
go
just
home.
us. And she's like, but the kids want it up. And I'm like, okay. So the only lights we have are the ones hanging on our house, and they don't reach all the way across. So thank you for, this is a really good back and forth. Thank you for setting up such a great and wonderful.
No, our lights. We have our
I
lights
gave
up.
you a setup. Like I gave you a great setup. Like my
I know,
house.
I'm
My house lights look
so
like
tired.
shit. You could have slammed on my work ethic. You could
I don't
made
think you have a bad work ethic.
I know, but you could have made the joke. Like no shit, run to the hardware store and get,
Like, is it really difficult to go buy one more strand to finish
yeah,
your?
yeah. Like you fat tub of shit. Like will you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you don't need to say that. That's rude.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I wouldn't call you that anyway. Yeah, our lights, we have them up. Conrad's very particular on.
you're painting him out to be a very anal guy. Ew.
He ca-
Ew.
He kind of is. I mean, he likes the lights like all pointing the same way.
Do you check his phone? I think you should check his phone. He might have pictures of dead bodies on there. Yeah, you need to dig deeper, girl.
I don't really care.
He's Dexter.
Don't care.
He's Dexter. All the lights need to point down. They need to be 2.5 feet
It
apart.
looks good though. We're the only house on our street that has lights up.
Yeah.
But it's weird because we're in a neighborhood that, people will pay big money to be in.
Uh-huh.
And, it's heavily trafficked and all that. And it's just, I don't know. Why is
Heavily
there
trafficked.
one house with Christmas lights? That's us.
You know what I noticed about living in this area is that people are assholes here. Like coming from Olympia was like a ton of like really nice people. I might not have agreed with them politically or whatever as a community, but no matter what, like they were super nice. Everywhere I went, they were nice. I mean, you
Well,
run
what
into
do you
assholes
mean?
everywhere, but overall, like just people here are dicks. Like they don't wave, they don't smile, they don't acknowledge your
I think
existence.
that's just your neighborhood. Because I haven't experienced that.
I mean,
Just walking around Portland? No.
not in Portland, but like in Vancouver. Well, they're weird over here.
Oh, that's true. For sure.
I mean, they're jerks. They're real turkeys. It's not a one-time incident. And
I'm sorry that
don't
happens to
patronize me.
you.
Yeah, well, it does. Okay.
Well, we were talking about the holidays and decorating and all that. That might bring up some stressors. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm stressed, I need to get gifts. But like other stressors, like, like family that you might not get along with that you have to spend time with, or
Right.
other things like that. What are some of your holiday stressors that are not super common?
My holiday stressors are like letting people into my world. So like when I have people at my house, it stresses me out. I like when people are over, but it's still stressful. I feel like I always have to like make sure that they're comfortable, that they're
You have to
settled
host.
in. Yeah, that
Yeah.
I have to host.
Yeah.
That's a stressor. Another stressor would be you were talking about the family that you don't necessarily get along with or see or whatever. I stress about like, what do I do with those people?
Right. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Like
What do you say to them?
yeah, what
How
do you say
act?
to them? Do you say anything to them? Do
Yeah.
you send them a card? Do you extend an olive branch? Because I overthink everything. And if I sent a Christmas card,
Then
it
it's
would-
forced.
it would be, well, it's forced, but it would also probably come across like I'm rubbing something in.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck it. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to go grab the beer.
Okay.
All right. So today's beer that we have is from Breakside Brewery in Portland, Oregon. I'm going to run through all the Portland breweries at some point. But the seasonal offering is a contemporary India Pale Ale brewed with feet firmly planted in the Northwest, and it's a nod to New England. Its Mosaic and Columbus hops get lots of play here, creating a beer that is tropical, fruity, dank, soft, and balanced.
Wow.
And the name of the beer is What Rough Beast. So again, What Rough Beast New England India Pale Ale, or IPA for those of you who aren't beer snobs. From Breakside is what we are going to be trying today. It's a seasonal. The first batch was brewed in 2017 with an international bitterness unit of 55. So here we go. We're going to try that today, right now.
I can smell it from just sitting on the table.
It smells so good to me.
It really does. Mm-hmm.
It smells so good. So I can't wait to try this. Breakside, please don't let me down with this first taste.
Oh, wow.
I like this.
Mm-hmm. A lot of flavor.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way.
No.
It's good. It's really good.
Like it just fills your mouth with flavor.
It envelops
Like
your mouth.
if you
for
think
sure.
of all the things that could fill your mouth, flavor's the best, you know?
Envelops your mouth.
Yeah.
And you love having your mouth enveloped.
With flavor. Nothing else, just flavor. Just flavor. Good flavor.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. I'm going to take another drink. Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
This is a 6.8 ABV. Enjoying that IPA. Yeah, no, this is awesome. So,
Yeah. Good job, Breakside.
yeah,
Well
nice
done.
work. Nice work, Breakside. So what would you rate this out of a 10?
Oh, probably about a 10.
I give it a 9. A 9 out of 10. I will sit and drink these all day.
But that's good. I mean, you don't. Are you looking just to get hammered? Like,
no,
because you don't want a
no,
delicious.
No.
I mean, grab
Okay.
a PBR if that's the case.
Oh,
Or, sorry, like a million of PBRs. Just down them. Just get hammered or hams. Something nasty like
no,
that.
that's gross.
An old E. Some night
Okay,
train.
will you stop? Will you leave those shit beers out of the
That's what I'm
conversation with
saying.
this
That's-
absolute jewel? That's like naming off like several hookers in a conversation about.
Jennifer Aniston. Gorgeous.
No, that's like it's like mentioning the names of like low-level prostitutes in your area while you're talking about Katharine Hepburn.
What I'm saying,
Like this is the Katharine Hepburn of beers,
but you're complaining that
and
it's...
you're naming off like cinnamon and
Okay, so what's the problem of drinking, a million of them? What's your goal?
well, first of all, I don't have the budget to drink a million of these.
You just said. I'm using your words.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. If I could drink like 3 or 4 of these and have a little bit higher ABV, I like a little bit higher alcohol content in mine.
Okay.
I
I
mean-
like it as is. I'll just sit and enjoy the taste. And
Yeah,
Just
you know
enjoy
what?
it.
I take that back. I like it as is too. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. There's always a little bit of room for improvement, but it's
what would you prove aside from the...
if I could keep it the exact same, the flavor wise,
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
ABV wise,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, just because I feel like it could be pushed a little bit more.
Okay.
Uh,
I accept that answer.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the malt is perfect.
Mhm.
The hops, like you can taste these hops. It's not too piney. You know, you take some of those IPAs and you drink them, and that has that
Mhm.
pine tree taste to it.
I
It-
love IPAs, though.
I know, I do too.
Yeah.
But sometimes they can like kick you in the back of the freaking
Yeah.
throat.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one is perfect.
Mhm.
It like just sits perfect. You know, and like I said, out of all the things that
It's a good aftertaste,
you know,
too.
all the things that I've had in my mouth, this is up there with some of the best.
That's a lot of them.
A lot of things. Nice work, Breakside.
Well done.
It's too bad this is a seasonal. I feel like I would buy cases and cases
bottle?
of these in the summertime. Cool art on the
Oh, yeah. I
on the
like it.
bottle. We'll post a picture on Instagram of the bottle, all that stuff.
I like it.
That's our beer for the week. What
Well-
Rough Beast by Breakside Brewing in Portland, Oregon.
Well done.
Well done.
So I saw on Facebook there was a video, in my feed. I don't know what it was from. Maybe a news
Mm-hmm.
something or other. And it's about a dad who was making his daughter walk to school. I mean, he was driving behind her to make sure she was safe and all that, but walk to school as a punishment for being a bully. How would you handle it if you found out Zion was bullying kids at school? Like a bully.
Like just being
What would you do?
because it's 2018, that bully talk is kind of, it's in every home across America
Yeah.
with parents of kids. I would sit him down and talk to him first. Like I would have to know that he's bullying people. Like I would have to have an administrator tell me what they witnessed or what they've been witnessing.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a one-time
Proof.
thing, if it was a one-time thing, or if it's like he's going around and there's multiple kids that he's bullying, or if
Mhm.
there's one particular kid that him and his friends are ganging up on, or what the deal is. I have to figure out what the deal is. I think where parents make the mistake is they try and go hard-handed with bullies.
Right off the get-go.
You're right off the get-go
Yeah.
because there's a reason why kids are bullying.
There's something more going on
Yeah.
other than just...
Yep.
Yeah.
So if my kid was bullying, I mean, I'd be super upset, super pissed
Mhm.
because he knows better. He's been raised better than that. But I would have to figure out, it would be counseling. It would be, a lot of talking, like he would definitely not have video games.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
There would be consequences for that for sure. I think physical activity for punishment is stupid because then that gets into the kids' head when they grow up that like exercise is a negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a punishment.
Yeah.
Plus, that girl should probably be walking to school anyway.
What about other things though? Like
I don't know
I
how
think
far
I've
she
seen
was.
where people make their kids wear a sandwich board or cut their hair, stuff like that.
See, all that humiliation stuff,
Yeah, humiliation.
I think parents
It's
like that
terrible.
are playing the short game. Like it might work for the time being, but it's not going to work growing up, or there's going to be lots of issues growing up with that kid. You know, if you play the short
yeah.
game like that,
Yeah.
like you humiliate them.
You're now creating something else.
Yeah, you're creating this crazy issue. That's not okay.
They already have issues to begin with, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're just creating more. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't get that. Like if you love your children, you're going to get something more effective, because the goal isn't to punish your kid. You know, the goal is
Right.
to get them to change behavior, or to see, like if you can get your kid to see the reason why they do what they do and that it's wrong, it's better than just correcting the action. The action is just a symptom of something deeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if your kid's bullying, or how about this? If your kid steals something or has been stealing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and you get them to quit stealing stuff, that's good, but
Mhm.
you never get to the root of what made them,
Why?
why they're stealing stuff, especially if they grow up in a home where stealing is wrong and,
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, lots of parents are playing the short game. You got to play the long game with these kids.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta spend time investing into who they are. I try and spend
Well,
time with
yeah.
my boys, and I constantly affirm like who they are, their identity.
Switching it up, do you have any hidden talents?
I play the piccolo. I can tie my dick in a knot. Maybe it just looks like a knot. I don't know. I think the closest thing would be maybe singing or dancing.
You think your singing is a talent?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
Am I not a good singer?
Yeah.
If you were to rate me, and my singing instead of that's one of the things that makes a podcast worth listening to.
6.5.
Is better than That's like a D. That's passing.
Is it though? Because
65%.
C, I think, would be like a 5.
So a 6.5
That's
out
like
of 7
middle.
is pretty good.
Out of 7? Well, that got brought up when you had asked me to bring
Utter nonsense.
utter nonsense.
Another fun thing of cards that my sister brought is
Actually fun.
it's called Utter Nonsense. And this is a game, and it's so fun. And it's not fun with 2 people, but it's going to be fun with 2 people today.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is one of us is going to draw a card, and the other person is going to there's a group of cards with accents on it. This kid.
I know.
This kid has the juicy burps.
He's not ashamed.
He should be. It's like watching like if Conrad was Benjamin Buttons.
Yes.
Okay. So one group of cards has like a type of accent, for example, redneck or French or drag queen. You get the point. Another set of cards has a phrase on it. One of us is going to draw a card with the accent on it, and the other person has to read the card with the phrase on it in the accent. Okay, you go ahead, since you're the guest. Go ahead and pick the accent first that I have to do.
It's rap.
Rap?
Rap. Your wife won this last time.
Yeah. Here we go. Rap. Now I have a card with the phrase on it that I have to rap.
Correct.
He's just a preppy spaz who always pops his collar. Grody to the max. Okay. Your turn. Your accent is robot.
Okay.
Robot.
And these are however you interpret the accent.
Yeah, so you could be like, good day.
It could be
Whatever.
like Alexa robot or like traditional robot,
Or
sex robot. Okay. I am more comfortable handling raw poultry than I am sitting next to most people on the bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next accent. That's boring.
Oh, perfect. Thespian.
Thespian.
These are all, we've done these before.
Somebody get John Kerry on the horn. I know how to solve the crisis in the Middle East. Just build a wall of pork between Israel and Palestine. Okay, so your accent, Diana, since you did so well with the robot one.
So well.
Is stoner. Stony.
Brody is a nappy-headed hair farmer, but the flying burrito painted on his board is pretty righteous.
That's pretty good. Pretty good stoner.
Thanks.
All right, let's see. What's my accent?
Oh, perfect. Drag queen.
Drag queen.
After making Mona cry, he officially crossed the line as department supervisor the moment he licked the tears off her cheeks.
Oh, gosh.
That was so perfect.
The moment he licked the tears from her cheeks. Can you scoot those towards me a little bit? I'm sick and tired of... There we go. Why don't you just flip it? Just flip it. That's yours. Mexican.
Spring break lost its appeal after I came back from Cabo with crotch wrap from what foam party grind session.
That was your Mexican accent.
I guess.
Let me try that because I think I can do a better job.
Okay.
Can I have the... Yeah.
Hey.
Spring break lost its appeal after I came back from Cabo with the crotch rot, that foam party grind session.
Nerd.
LinkedIn is a great networking tool, but when it asks you how you know someone, there should be an option for we slept together.
So mine is Asian.
Ha! Easy.
I check your sauce, old man. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to roam naked outside the locker room. Southern gentleman.
Good lady. If y'all think most people are inherently good, you probably never used the toilet at a gas station.
I had some redneck in it.
Well, yeah, Southern.
Gentleman.
Yeah, but... Oh, Miss Lady. I don't know.
I think of Dad's,
Oh, mint juleps on the veranda.
yeah. He does that anytime he gets the chance.
gosh.
Anytime there's an opening.
Every time I hear that, I'm like, I wish Macho Man Randy Savage was my dad.
And he laughs. Oh, man.
We're done.
He
Oh,
laughed.
yeah, you got one more. You got one more.
I have one more.
You have one more.
And it's British. Not very fun.
British. Pick another one. British.
A whisper.
No, that's not good for podcasting.
Whisper.
Oh, gonna get a lot of hate mail on that one. Do you just get a pick now? Dude, do that one. Italian. Bibbidi bobbidi.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
Indian. Anytime I see an Asian with a bad job, I think, what? I wonder what happened there.
You started off Middle Eastern Indian
Yeah.
and ended Native American.
You know what?
And I wonder what happened there. What happened, Wish Push?
You know what? It said Indian, and I don't discriminate.
Right, so you just
It's
decided
open
to
to
go-
interpretation.
Okay,
'Kay.
so you went with both.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Why do I have to pick one?
All right, guys. So that's it for the Tipsy Pollock. Thank you for tuning in, and be sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, all those platforms. Also, once again, thank you, Breakside, for making that delicious New England style IPA. What Rough Beast.
So good.
Very
So
good.
good.
One of the best IPAs I've ever had in my entire life. Right here in Portland, Oregon. Big shout out to those guys. I'll tag you in the Instagram post, but really appreciate that. It was awesome. My nephew Carson in the background. All right, so thank you for tuning in to the Tipsy Pollock. Bye.